friends get together so that they can try things. Yell about it, it's podcast so that you can try things. Now we will stop singing so that we can all now try this.
Hello and welcome to Now Try This, the podcast where two best friends get together every week to force each other to try things. How are you doing, Nick?
Marcus, I'm great, except this week you're right. You forced me to be here against my will. Help me, help. What are the YouTube? I'm blinking online on Twitch. That means I need help.
5 blinks
Right?
always means you're in danger.
Oh, I did 17.
Oh,
Guys, we are live on twitch.tv/nowtrythiscast every Wednesday. Fuck me. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come check us out. Join the chat. Join the conversation.
Yes,
we would love to have you. But like Marcus said, we are two best friends, and every week we challenge each other. What does that mean? That means we take something we love, a la a movie, game, book, pop culture thing, something relevant in some kind of capacity somewhere that we love, and we tell the other person, hey, you gotta try it. And then we come here and talk about it with you all. Marcus, what did we do last week?
Last week we did the Patreon funded challenge of watching Hunter x Hunter. It was a blast. I had a great time, and I hope you did too.
You know what? I did have a great time, and I was so looking forward to having another good episode. But then this week you challenged me
Oh, come
to
on.
watch.
Come on. Not already. With the bullshit.
To watch the British game show Taskmaster.
It's a game show. They get points. It's just, it's like Celebrity Family Feud, right? Like you get points. I guess if money is not involved, is it a game show? Oh, thank you, Nick Nieves, for subscribing. Nice.
Subscribe for 3 months there
nice.
Using my Prime. Guys, did you know your Amazon Prime lets you subscribe to your favorite Twitch streamer for free? That's right, for free.
Does it?
Go on
Nick,
to Twitch.
Walk me through walk me through how to do that.
Oh, this is how you do it. You get Verizon Fios in your new apartment like me, which gives you 12 months for free of Amazon Prime. Or you can pay monthly like a pleb. But either way, you have Amazon Prime. You're giving Bezos your bucks. Why not now try this? You go to twitch.tv. You go find the Now Try This cast. You say subscribe. And then it's like, you want to pay? And then you say yes if you don't have Prime. But if you do have Prime, you can say no. Subscribe for free. Connect. Link up those two accounts. And then you give us a couple shekels.
Hell yeah. Let's get those shekels, boys.
Or if you'd like to join the community directly, the Patreon is $5 a month to give us challenges every month, or $1 to just vote. Just be a part of the community, reply on the posts. And that's how Hunter x Hunter was chosen last week.
Yep.
And you won't hear this before it's time to finish voting, but this week is finishing up. You could have been a part of that conversation. You could be part of the one next month.
Hell yeah. We actually have 2 new patrons that have joined recently. And
Nice.
while you do your thing, I'm going to look up their names.
And guys, mostly we are here because we love each other and we love communicating with you guys. So if you can't do any of that, you have no shekels, you have no primes, you have no dollars or moolah, that's okay. Just go to iTunes, leave us a 5-star review, just like No Name But Mine did, called our podcast Absolute Perfection. You can't help but be captivated by these two. This is a must listen. Brown thumbs up.
Wow. Thank you very much. Every brown thumbs up is worth 2 white thumbs up. I don't know if you knew that math.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Every single chance I have to put a brown digit of a hand into any chat or message, I take it. Because representation matters.
All of my white thumbs up are brown on the inside. I'm just, just for inspiration's sake. I'm just gonna say
sure.
Yeah. It just feels weird to do a brown one.
I feel like you could.
Maybe.
I feel like
I want to have that conversation every time I use it. You know what I mean? I know I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm a white Puerto Rican, so I feel like sometimes my I have to weigh my white privilege against my nationality and history and figure out where I stand.
I saw a great TikTok where it was like, put a black square on Instagram, and then the same black guy came in and it's like, what are you gonna do for the black community? And the guy was like, shut up. So
over on our Patreon, we give 2 brown thumbs up to Aaron Gold for joining our Patreon. and Old Man Rom for joining the Patreon. Thank you so much.
You know what's very exciting? I only know who one of those people are.
Me too. I don't know who the other person is.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Guys, if you want to contact us, claim ownership of one of those Patreon names, you can at Now Try This Cast on all social media platforms. Now, Marcus.
Yes, that's me.
Before we get into why the hell you gave me a British comedy show, how's your week been? Have you tried anything new?
Yes, I have tried something new. Nick, while we're on the topic of being two Hispanic best friends, I tried something very new to me. I made a sandwich. Now, Nick, this isn't any sandwich, right? Because what's try? It's not like everyone's had a sandwich, right? Everyone's gotten a Subway at least once in their life, right?
I don't know. I think your white privilege is showing.
Well, Nick, have you ever had tostones?
No.
You have to say it like that. Tostones.
I've never had the tostones.
You gotta stick your tongue out. You gotta do the whole thing. Do the whole thing.
Am I gonna get banned from Twitch? Tostones.
Nick, so tostones are fried plantains. I hate seeing the word plantains. Fried plátanos.
Mhm.
And so there's a sandwich called the Hibarito.
I know what all this is. I just wanted you to.
You know what a
over-explain it, 'cause
Hibarito
it's
is? I've never had
fun. I
one.
know what tostones are. I don't know.
Okay.
What
Hibarito is a sandwich where instead of bread, you put 2 tostones as the oh God, Nick, I've never in my life had a better sandwich than that. It was so good. I made it myself. I used leftover chicken that I had, and I was like, I want to spice it up. I don't know what to do. And I had this recipe, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Use the old sandwich as the filling. It's so good. My girlfriend's in the chat saying I've been talking about it all week. Yes, I have. She's the only one I have to talk to. And now you are forced to listen to me as well.
Marcus, next time we see each other, can you make me one of these bonitos?
Hibarito.
Like a burrito?
Yeah.
Hibarito?
Yeah, there you go.
Please make me one the next time we see each other, because that sounds delish.
Nick, what have you tried recently?
Why?
Hold on. Fuck you. I'm gonna call you out because this happens every single fucking week, man. You ask me what I've tried, and not always, but almost
You're always
prepared.
prepared.
8 out of 10 times I'm prepared because I know the question's coming. It's part of our podcast format, and every time I ask you again, you fucking spin your little chair around to look around the room because you don't know what you tried. I
just want people to see my great setup, and they can only see it if I spin.
Oh my
Marcus.
God.
No, it's because you know what? It was just I have so many. You're my best friend, and I have so many things to talk about. I could have picked just one, so I needed to think about it. I just needed to think about the one thing.
Okay.
No, all joking aside, I did do something not new. I've done it before, but not since the pandemic. And then I went to a live audition. I went to an audition in person during the block party. We've all had to send in our acting auditions through tape, through Zoom. It's awkward. I've taken acting classes through Zoom.
All of us have had to send in our acting auditions through video. Every single person around the world has this is a very relatable problem.
Yes, thank you, Marcus. Go ahead and give the camera like a great acting moment and do it full like tilt right there in the camera.
Okay, you ready?
Tell me how that feels.
To be or not to be, 'tis nobler. Huh?
You're like not looking into the camera. Where are you looking?
You want to be or not to be?
There it is.
That is the question. 'Tis nobler to suffer the strings and arrows of outrageous fortune. I don't know. I don't know.
Or to sling arms against outrageous.
Yeah.
Those are the words.
Those are words.
Nice.
Those are words in Shakespeare.
Of course.
It doesn't feel natural. It is much better to do it in front of people.
It really is. And this was a comedy audition, and comedy is it was an improv audition. So like interacting with the other people, not on a delay. It was so nice. Not everyone was great at the audition. That's fine. But
Wait, you got to watch other people's? That's not
there was like
thing, right? Or is
it
that
was yeah, because it's for an improv group. So they needed to see how we interact. Because improv isn't a solo sport, dog. Like it all is about how you interact with the other people. So we needed to do it on stage. So, but I got to do an in-person audition. After the audition, very New York City actor thing to do. A whole bunch of us left, and then we were gonna see their show after to see what we were auditioning for. Mm-hmm. And we were like, we have an hour. Is anyone going to grab a bite? Sure. I had dinner with 3 strangers.
Wow.
3 acting New York City strangers.
Look at this. Look at these post-COVID activities.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Isn't that wild?
It's crazy.
It was wild. I am an introvert. I think a lot of people think I'm an extrovert because I do this.
Yeah.
But people that know me really well, like, I need my alone time.
I get that.
do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like social situations. But it was actually really nice to
That's awesome.
see me, a couple people that are on the same grind that I am, talk about it, exchange some war stories about the pandemic and what we've been doing. It was really nice. That's
Promote
the
the
new thing I tried.
podcast. You got,
I didn't get to promoting the podcast. I was intimidated. I edited them all on socials. Oh, okay. I promise you. Now that I promise you, I will message them all on Instagram and say, "Can you leave me a review on iTunes for my podcast?" I will.
Nice.
I promise I'll do that.
Good. That's.
I'll say, "Hey, did you get a call back? By the way, subscribe to my
any
podcast."
new friend I get. I did that to my coworker the other day. I was like, "Hey, did you follow my Twitch?" He was like, "Yeah, I did." And I was like, "I didn't see you." He was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, can I see your phone?"
Damn.
Yeah, that was a blatant abuse of power. No, I'm just kidding. But it was fun.
As you should. What's the point of having friends if they don't listen to your podcast, right?
100%.
That's the most white privilege thing I'll ever
Real
say.
friends support other friends.
Yeah, all our real friends are right here on Twitch right now with us. Everyone else can go suck it.
Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, fuck everybody else. Marcus, I need a second. Hold on. Okay, what are we doing here today?
Nick, this week I gave you the challenge of watching the British show, the British comedy / reality / game show, Taskmaster. Nick, we were talking about the podcast. We're talking about how we can make the podcast grow. I've been guest starring on other podcasts, right? And true. I was like, what's going to help this podcast grow? Right. A show that no one's talking about right now.
A show that's been on for 12 series and I've never heard of.
A show that's been on for 12 years, and you've never heard of. This show actually has had a huge amount of growth during the pandemic. A lot of people have been discovering their show because they've uploaded their episodes to YouTube. So they themselves upload just entire episodes to YouTube for people to watch for free during the pandemic. They also had a huge campaign during the pandemic where they gave people tasks to do at home, and then people could submit those tasks and be featured in like a little video that they were making every week.
Interesting. Marcus, before we get too ahead of ourselves, why did you give me Taskmaster?
Nick, I gave you Taskmaster because I was one of those people that discovered this show through the pandemic. I was at the point where I could not watch anything serious. Darren and I were constantly trying to find something to watch that we can digest that wasn't about a virus or people dying or whatever. And we just needed something light and fun. And we feel like we've watched all the light and fun things that exist. And we needed something that was just different, something new, something fresh. And so we decided to check out someone recommended.
We got in the chat, they suggested we watch Midsommar. Go ahead and go to that patreon.com. It's suggested there, and we will totally watch it here on the pod.
But yeah, so I just wanted something about like light, airy, no die. I've watched Midsommar, great movie, love it. But I didn't want to watch it during the pandemic. And then it helped a lot of people, and it also helped us. We were able to get our minds off of everything that was going on and enjoy something fun and light and funny, and with comedians that we didn't know who the fuck they were, but we've been like slowly learning them and seeing them in other TV shows and stuff like that.
Totally. I always say the best kind of comedians are the ones I've never heard of.
I mean, honestly, it's good because then you can go down a rabbit hole. It's the same thing with discovering a new YouTube channel, right? Like you can go down a rabbit hole of that YouTube person because you're like, oh man, I didn't know this person existed. Let me go down this rabbit hole and watch all the content.
Your unbridled optimism and positivity about the show is so uncharacteristic to you that I don't know how I'm going to handle the rest of this episode.
Oh, come on.
But please explain to the audience, honestly, and to me, what the hell this show is.
Okay, so Taskmaster is a British comedy panel show, is how it's described.
Oh,
created by Alex Horn and presented by Greg Davies.
Do you know them?
I do not know them, except I like that even though Greg Davies is the host, and kind of the head of the show. He is the titular Taskmaster. I like that Alex Horn, who he bullies the
real
whole time,
Taskmaster.
is
Yeah.
the real Taskmaster, who's the like comes up with all the tasks for the show, is the showrunner and everything like that. Like, I think that's
Yeah.
pretty cool and fun.
I agree.
Yeah. It's nice when
You
you
got
have
me
a
so
creative
far.
person who's just like, I'm gonna step back and let this other person who's a better host do his thing.
That's true. You got me so far. I'm on your side.
They bring in a group of 5 celebrities, mainly comedians, to attempt a series of challenges, and then Alex Horn is there to kind of like guide the challenges along. And then they film all the challenges over the course of several weeks or whatever, and then they go during the studio time, they go and they review their challenges. And at that point, Greg Davies gives them a certain amount of points. The comedians aren't on for just one episode. They're on for like the entirety of the season. So at the end, whoever has the most points wins that season.
And what do they win, Marcus?
Every episode, they have a silly thing that they have to bring in. It might be like the smelliest thing, the hairiest thing, it's whatever. The most cumbersome thing to bring home. They might have something like that. And then they're awarded points. And then at the end of the episode, they win all of those things. And then at the end of the series, they win a statue of Greg Davies' head. That's the show.
Every boy's dream.
Wait, okay. I watched this show and I immediately was like, I want to be on this fucking show. I want to figure out. I love seeing the challenges, seeing how creative the challenges are. And then also seeing the creativity of, or lack thereof, of some of the comedians that go on the show and try to do the task. And I love being like, oh God, that guy's an idiot. I could have done it better, blah, 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 blah. Or sitting at home being like, holy fuck, the brain on this guy. I would have never heard a million years thought to do it that way. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I also would have liked feeling those things whilst watching this show.
Bummer.
So let's start at the beginning. You had me watch.
Nick.
You had me watch series 8, episode 1, series 7, episode 1, and series 5, episode 8.
Yep.
And that was the order that I watched them because that's the order you said.
That's fair.
So in the first episode starts off, oh, man.
Did you know anybody in series 7? Did you know any of the comedians?
I didn't know a jack diddly squat of any of these people from any of these series that you showed. And then I went and scrubbed through really quick what was in the every other series. Every other series has somebody that I knew.
7 has James Acaster, who's like very famous.
I don't know who the fuck he is. He's not
Every
famous to
other
me.
season had someone you knew? That's pretty awesome. That's pretty good.
Listen, British television is hard, right? Because I feel like sometimes it's so hit, sometimes it's missed. But British comedy game shows are a very specific breed because they're always like a specific amount of useless and obscenely ironic and like ridiculous that I like. I like the Great British Quiz Show. I like 8 out of 10 Cats or whatever that math one is, hosted by, and they're all hosted by like that guy with the funny laugh. You know, Stephen Fry's what is that? Q show, word show.
Yeah,
I like those stuff. So I've seen these comedians. I like these kinds of things. I'm into it. You're right. It's usually I like the Great British Bake Off. I like Noel hosting it. I know I like British comedians.
Yeah,
I know I like British game shows.
Okay.
This series started with 2 old white guys sitting on thrones, and they immediately went in the game, and I had no idea what was going on. They didn't explain the game. They didn't explain why we're here. They didn't say what the prizes were.
Wait, for season 7?
Usually series 8.
Episode 1?
Usually,
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
8,
Usually it's really nice going in blind because you're like, go watch Perfect Blue. And I'm like, why? And you said, because it's a good movie, go watch it. And I'm like, great. Awesome. Going into this, all I thought of for the whole time as I'm watching this first episode was like, why?
Oh no!
What am I missing? What's happening? What is this for? Is this for charity? Are they winning? Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
I mean, I guess you're right.
They say welcome back to Taskmaster. Today we brought in smells that wow us, and they just started.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? Okay. Cool. All right. And then it's this like weird. it's this weird tete-a-tete comedy that
Mhm.
would be like really nice if I knew who these people were. Like
What?
I was
Oh,
all I was
man,
thinking, all I
come
was thinking, I was like,
on.
oh, this humor, this like back and forth humor.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
This would
hard
have been
because
really cool.
watching the first episode, I also am like, who are these guys? And then over the course of the season, I feel like they grow on you. Certain characters, you're like, okay, I like this guy, or I want to see what else this guy does because his approach to tasks is so weird or something, you know? And then some seasons have bad hosts and the whole season's kind of a wash. But
you specifically gave me these because you like these ones.
because I like these guys and I wanted you to also like the show and at some point maybe watch more. If you decide that you want to watch more, you'll follow one of these guys. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Give you a little taste. You know what I'm saying? A little taste of each person's personalities.
So let me keep going down this wormhole. Okay. So I watched this first episode.
Uh-huh.
They pull out smells that wow you, and they're all like one-off jokes that I don't really get. And I'm like, okay,
yeah.
cool. And then we go to the next task. I was like, okay, maybe these tasks are gonna like save the show.
Hold on, you're skipping over the fact that someone farted in a little container and they smelled it. That was pretty funny. I like that creativity. If you had to bring in smells, what smell would you bring?
Marcus, I feel like that's a Tiny Toons joke. From
Oh
like
my god,
2005. Like I don't think.
Sorry. I forgot it was
think...
British. So when it's British, it needs to be highbrow.
It does not need to be highbrow. It needs to be like inventive. It needs to be like interesting.
God.
Fart in a jar? I mean, come on, Marcus.
Okay. I'm gonna remember next time you say a dumb joke.
Okay. I can do this. So I'm bringing in a smell that will wow you. Is that what it was?
Give me your smells. Smell that would wow me.
I would have given. I don't know.
Okay.
I probably would have farted in a jar.
I was just gonna say, I too might have farted in a jar. If I'm being honest, that probably would be where my mind went.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not shitting on fart in a jar. You just brought it up like it was the shitty achievement.
It was funny. It was just funny to me. I feel like the way in which you were discussing the smells was like, oh, what is this? It's garbage. I have such refined taste in comedy.
No, that's not what I meant.
I've studied commedia dell'arte in school. Yeah. That's just I'm just saying that's what it sounded like you were getting at.
No, what I'm saying was I didn't know what was happening, so it's not funny yet. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, what is this? Oh, it's a fart in a jar and it's cologne. What am I watching? I turned to Lexi, I'm like, what is this? And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, why are they doing this? Oh, it's points? What are the points for? What's happening? Who are these people? Do you recognize her? I don't recognize her.
Oh man.
Was that a joke? What are they laughing at? Was that funny?
Oh,
I missed it. I missed the joke.
What? This is I hope that the people watching who like Taskmaster, maybe even the creators of Taskmaster watch this because they tried bringing Taskmaster over to America and it fucking failed hard. And they think that maybe it was because the audience didn't really get it. But I think maybe it was because of the actors that they chose to be on it. They weren't really funny or interesting in any way. And also, I don't think the host, Reggie Watts, was the host. And I don't think he did a great job as host. He was very timid. And I feel like that's Alex Horn's role. So you need a dominant personality to be the Taskmaster.
Yeah, Greg Davies is a little bit of a dick. That's the point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I totally get that. Honestly, most British comedy shows are a little bit like that. That's why that one guy with the funny laugh is always the host of 100%. So many things, because he's a little bit of a dick.
Yeah,
that's the joke.
Yep.
He's like not on your side.
You need a little bit of dick to get your British comedy. You know what I mean?
You totally do. And then I'm like, okay, Marcus loves the show. I have to watch 3 episodes for the podcast. So maybe it's just this is the beginning. We're gonna get to the first task. I'm gonna be like all into it. And then they show up, and then we show up in a little house with bad camera footage.
This is Taskmaster house.
480K.
Oh my god!
Cameras. And I'm like, where are we? What's happening?
Bed lighting. Camera quality of the.
And I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening. Where are we? What's happening?
It's public access television, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that. That makes sense. That explains a lot.
So it's free, government paid for television. I think so. I could.
Can I be honest? That totally makes it a little better. It does, because it looks like public access, and I was like, why does it look like public access? Because it is. I'm like, oh, now it's a lot of respect. Now that I know that that's the level we're going, they'd get a lot done.
Our public access is much worse because it's not funded. by
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Well, it is funded by they don't fund it, right?
You're right. Yeah, they don't fund it. They don't actually fund it.
But I thought it was like a regular thing, and it was like a little less than. But if it's public, it's a little more than. So now I'm impressed. So never mind about that point. Good. But we show up. We're in this house that I've never seen before. That's really weird. I don't know if I'm supposed to think it's funny, interesting. I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling. And then they sit on the table and they open a letter, and then it's like, put on this helmet and find the baby monitor. And I'm like, I think the thing that astounded me so much about the challenge of the first like real challenge in the first episode was like, I do this on this podcast. Like, this is not. I thought these tasks were gonna be like, I don't know what I thought. Like, I thought it would be like, you know what I was imagining? I was imagining
something
it would
monumental.
be something like Undercover Boss, where it was like, you got to go like be a lumberjack. Like, I thought it was like a task. Or
yes. Like, the problem with Taskmaster is that it's not Undercover Boss.
No, or I thought it would maybe be, or maybe Amazing Race, right? Or Survivor, or I thought it'd be like
shows.
Sure, whatever. I'm not saying it's a good point. I'm saying I had no idea what the show was, and then they went around a house and looked for a baby monitor. I could have done that at my house.
But
like I was
kind of
so
the point of it.
taken aback.
Yeah,
lost on me.
But that's why it was fun. It's fun to see how they come up with like creative solutions. And granted, not every task is a home run. I agree with that.
Oh, so you agree that the finding of a baby monitor is the most compelling television to watch?
Honestly, I thought it was a pretty funny task.
Jesus Christ!
I thought it was pretty funny.
They were just walking around the house saying hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, because they're idiots, and then you get to see the big brain strats come in.
None of their big brain strats worked.
That's fair.
The girl who said, "Oh, I'll play music in the baby monitor," and then walk around, all she could hear was music. She took the longest. She failed. Her big brain stack completely failed.
That was funny. You didn't find none of it funny?
No, because I was trying to figure out what this show was.
Got it. Okay.
I was like, I don't know what the points are for. Am I supposed to laugh at them, with them? Is this supposed to be hard? Are they doing a good job, a bad job? I have no idea what's happening.
Okay. And then the next task after that was building a puppet and then seducing
something like that.
Yeah, you have to seduce yourself with it or seduce the puppet. Nick, you can't tell me that this one didn't win you over a little bit. Oh my God! You have a heart of ice. A heart of ice.
I don't like DIY. I don't like DIY shit. I don't want to fucking
What's
watch
the Great
somebody
British
fucking.
Bake Off? Isn't that just DIY cake?
It's literally baking. It's literally like a
that's
culinary
DIY.
skill.
They're doing it themselves, right?
No, that's a skill. That's a skill that you take years to master, a lifetime. But not everyone there
can bake properly because a lot of them make shit cakes.
They literally can. That's why they've gotten on the show, because they're amazing bakers.
I've watched episodes, and some of them suck ass at baking cake.
No, some of them suck ass at being under the pressure of the lights of the Great British Bake Off, but they can't get in there unless they're a great home chef.
Okay.
You know what? It's funny that you brought that up, because I love shows watching people perform at the top of a skill or intelligence that I've never seen before. So I love Greatest Bake Off. I love Master Chef.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in and out of things like The Voice, America's Next Top Model, fucking I can't think of any more reality shows
Gladiators.
about people. American Ninja Warrior. I love American Ninja Warrior. So people performing at the top of their thing, I love that shit. Same reason why I like anime. I just fucking love someone just like fucking devouring their amazing thing, and then I get this show with a bunch of people I don't know,
relatable,
that I don't find funny.
Do you know all those reality show people? It's just randos.
Yeah, but I'm just laughing at them. I don't feel guilty about that.
Yeah,
this one I feel like I'm missing something. Am I? I think I'm supposed to be their friend.
I laugh at them a lot.
That's not the impression the show gives me. The show gives me I'm supposed to be on their side sometimes, and then sometimes laugh at them. It's supposed to be like this push pull thing, right?
Okay,
that's what British television does. Is push pull. Anyway, so no, I did not like that. I had to spend 10 minutes watching them go around a house and fail at making puppets. Though I will say the one guy's puppet was good. The one guy like had a little string and he had the guy's mouth move. That was pretty great.
That was pretty impressive. I'm gonna say
that was the first moment of the show. I was like, that was a good dummy. That was a good job. Every other thing I was like, I don't know. The one guy put a fucking just like a ceramic pig on top of like a pillow and it was like, I made my ventriloquist dummy. And I'm like, no, you didn't, dog. No, you didn't. Like,
I thought that was hilarious because I was on the same page, but my reaction was different. I feel like this guy, I was like, that guy's fucking dumb. Are you serious? You put a fucking blanket on a pig and you're like, that's a puppet? That's not a puppet?
And then one of the people fucking painted on Alex's face and had him sit on her knee. And I'm like, what are the rules of the show? Is it just anything goes? What are the rules? What are the rules? What are the parameters?
As Alex Horn would say, everything is written on the task.
Now I understand that after watching 3 episodes, but I wish I was prepared for that so I understood that the comedy is in the fact that they could do anything and it's a creative way of doing it. When you go in blind, you assume the goal of the show is to complete a task. That is not the goal of the show.
Okay.
The goal of the show is to see how to complete the task without completing the task, right? It's like outside of the box thinking is the reward of watching.
Yes.
And it's the reward of winning.
Yes.
Outside the box thinking. That's what the show is. And that's not what it's like advertised as. That's not what the pastiche of it is. It's the pastiche is like very serious.
The
whole thing is like, this is so serious. We're doing this task that people get really upset or really happy when they get 5 points or 1 point. They're so serious about it. And then it's this wacky thing happening. So it seemed to counter, what's the word? Counter.
I have no idea what you're going for. Counteract, counterbalance, counter.
No, keep going.
Over the counter drugs.
Exactly. So it's over the counter with some of the stuff, and some of the stuff it's completely under the counter.
Yeah,
I just didn't know what's going on. And then the next test was the bridge, and I found that very funny. Because I was starting to get it, and I'm like, this is dumb. This is really, really dumb.
Yeah.
So set up the bridge task.
The bridge is my favorite task of all of Taskmaster, I think.
Okay.
I think
cool,
the bridge.
Cool.
That's why I was like, this episode, the rest of the episode's fine. I did like the puppet one more than you, but the bridge task is just my favorite task ever.
Yeah, and you totally understand where I'm going from. And I'm not like swooping up. I'm still gonna have a lot of lows to talk about. But I agree with you. This was a highlight of this episode and of all the whole viewing experience because I finally got it. Like finally the seriousness and the wackiness like synced up in my head. Like I got it. Like they are taking it serious, but that's the joke.
Exactly.
Because it's so dumb.
Yep.
So
it's good. But okay, so the bridge task. The bridge task is by far the best task. I don't know how to find it individually, but it is Series 8, Episode 1 on YouTube for free if you want to watch it. But basically,
if you want to skip to that,
Horn,
you can just skip to like the 28-minute mark.
Yep. Alex Horn is standing on a bridge with a helmet and a megaphone, and he rings the alarm, and one ring means he's up, and then when he rings it again, it means he's down. But if you lose track of which ring he's on, you might not know whether he's up or down. You're also a great distance away from him, and your job is to sneak up on Alex Horn.
Yeah, so the task says he comes up every 10 seconds. You need to get as close as you can to Alex without him seeing you. That's the task. And it's really funny because, like you said, because some of them do really good and some of them do really bad. And it's really funny because the first two people who do it, that they show, they usually like, I think that actually the editing is actually kind of nice. Like I think they put a lot of thought into how they group the taskers together and show them. And after watching three episodes, I see that there is like a very finely tuned craft that they're doing in sequencing and pacing out the show and putting jokes in between. And once you see that, especially as a comedy person, I did really respect that.
Yeah.
Like I saw the art in it. Yeah, right?
The editing is incredible.
is the joke, right? Like editing is part of the joke, you know?
Yeah. There's so many layers to the comedy involved in this. And I feel like just the fact that they were able to edit everything so perfectly, with so many random tasks, even the curating which tasks go in which episode too, and which tasks are going to fit well together, which ones were maybe the more boring ones, and then highlighting the more exciting ones. Like that all takes a lot of skill.
I agree.
Okay.
So the first
yes.
two of them are like, okay, we got this, and it's the older lady and the pudgier guy. I don't know how else to describe them. And they, I don't know. And they start going and immediately lose track of whether he's up or down.
100%.
Immediately.
It was like 5 seconds they made it into the thing, and they forgot whether he was like, oh, is he up or down? I don't know. God.
And you literally, the editing was really great because you just saw them running, and then he gets up and he just sees them.
And
it's just so funny.
Yeah. My favorite bit about this task was the fact that you got the camera angle of his perspective, and you could see them running around like idiots, and it was just so good. It was so
very
good.
funny. And then I really appreciate Lou. I really appreciate that she put a bin over her head. she got up and she was like, I'm gonna try this, and I was like, you should try that. And she tried, and she just didn't fit. If the bin was a little bigger, honestly, it would have been so funny if the bin just kept getting closer. And then closer.
God, it would have been so good.
Yeah, if only she fit, that would have been perfect.
God, it's so funny.
And then the guy who won the episode was just like, fuck it, and just fucking sprinted.
God, the guy who ended up winning the episode, I was legitimately impressed by his talent, which is another reason why this is one of my favorite tasks, because like you said, it perfectly captures the essence of the show, where it's both serious and silly at the same time. And some people are going to take it very seriously and impress you, and some people are going to impress you with how dumb they are, you know?
Yeah. I think something that I just realized as we're talking about this is the pacing and the camera angles and the serious yet wacky is a cartoon, right? That's what cartoons do. And watching this little guy and then fall down right when the guy's coming up and then get up right when he's coming down is so cartoon. It is classic. Like, it's like what you learn in animation class, like this kind of thing, this kind of pacing and look. And I think that's why it works so fucking well. Because like it's like pitch perfect.
There's a silliness to it that is cartoonish. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a great way of putting it. But then, oh man, it was like genuinely when he disappeared behind the little pile of wood at like the exact right second for Alex to not see him.
Satisfying.
I was so fucking impressed. I was like, holy shit, that was so good. Oh god.
It was wild. I was upset at this point with how much I enjoyed that task, because I hated everything that came before. I hated everything so strongly that came before, and then that task happened, and I was engrossed because that was hilarious. And then they ruined the episode by eating some donuts. And
I will say that so much thought goes into the like tasks that are filmed, that the tasks that end up being live at the end of each episode, I don't know. I could take it or leave it. Sometimes I kind of like stop paying attention.
Honestly, the last one, I'll skip ahead. Series 5, episode 8, their last live task was throwing eggs in a basketball hoop.
Yeah.
And it was very funny because they all failed immediately. One guy was like, I got this, crack. That was funny.
Well, Nick, it seems like you have some opinions on tasks and how they can or can't be completed.
Marcus, I can't right now.
Nick,
I cannot. Don't do this to me.
Nick,
Marcus, I can't. Don't do this to me.
It seems like you want to be tasked yourself.
I do not. That is not what I'm saying. Please do not give me a task. I can't do this.
Oh, Nick, you're gonna get a task, baby.
Play the music. Ready? Play the fucking music.
Now try this trivia. Now try this trivia. Now trivia. Now trivia. Now trivia this.
Okay,
we're back.
Are you ready?
Marcus, what are we doing?
Nick, we're doing our own Taskmaster at home challenge.
Are you the Taskmaster?
I am the Taskmaster.
Do you have a co-host to diminish in size and stature to make fun of as we play?
This rabbit.
Okay.
Will be my co-host.
That's Alex.
This is Alex.
You're Greg Davies.
Little
and that's
Alex. Hold on. I am.
Are you gonna
Greg
make some
Davies.
joke about your socks or something? Or
no? He's silent. He's silent but strong. You got to make it your own. Okay. You can't
Marcus,
be
what's happening here? What's happening?
Nick, I'm giving you tasks to complete, okay? And then on screen,
do I have to get up?
Yeah, you're gonna have to get up. Are you not wearing pants? Because that'll be a problem.
We'll find out, huh?
Okay, well, I gotta find
shoot up and clicks.
Oh no, where'd the document go? Where I had the tasks?
Oh no, guess I
Oh,
win
here it
the
is. Okay.
tasks if there's
No,
no.
okay, you ready? Number 1.
Yeah, I guess so.
You ready for your first task, Nick?
Sure.
I'm gonna start the timer. There's gonna be a timer on screen counting down. You have 2 minutes. Okay. Your first
2
task
minutes
is
is so
to
fucking
list
long.
everything. It is a long time. List everything that was taped to the wall during the first half of the podcast. Are you ready? Your time
Yes.
starts now.
Now, is this like Taskmaster where there aren't any rules besides what you say? Like, are those the only rules? The ones you say? Is this just like
yeah,
Taskmaster?
that's it. I
Okay,
said,
chat, tell
I
me
said
what
list
was-
everything that was taped to the wall.
Okay, no. You got
Hey,
you got the
if you want-
Beast from
the same
Invincible.
thing. What's
you got
his
the Beast
name?
from Invincible. I don't know the fucking. Let me just fucking Google it. There's no fucking rules. Beast from Invincible. Beast from. Oh, you know what? I should. It's Thok. You had a picture of Thok.
Okay.
You had the Now Try This picture from Fiddler on the Roof with my
Uh-huh.
face.
Uh-huh.
You had 2 bananas shaped like a heart.
Okay.
You had a picture of the Jigsaw doll.
Yeah.
You
You're
had
doing
the
pretty
name
good. You're doing
Caitlin.
pretty good.
You had the
Nick,
name
but
Caitlin with an
importantly,
X.
how was Caitlin spelled?
Kaitlyn.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Well, where's rewind on Twitch? Is there a rewind? Where's the? Yeah. Where's the?
Nick, you have
There's no rewind.
54 seconds left. What else was on the wall?
Can I be honest? That's all
Yeah?
I could see because you and the mic was covering everything else.
Well, you should have asked me to move, Nick. That's your problem.
What? I literally tried to ask you about what was on the wall, and you said, "Shut the fuck up. That's for the game later. Don't fucking ask me." It's like almost your
I
tone
did,
verbatim.
but you could have told me to move. I would have moved.
Hey, Darren, you want to text me what was on the wall? That's no rules. That's not. Taskmaster did not say I can't have help.
Is that hey? If someone
Um,
else wants to help you,
No, the chat is silent today. They are not ready to help me at all. Guys, if you want to make sure I don't flounder next time we play a game, apparently Dash 942 is Alex Horn. All right, Alex Horn, give me the answer. Alex Horn, like, fucking carries somebody. There is someone you're missing. Someone. Could be. Who knows?
you did miss someone. Time's up, Nick.
Who will be offended. That's all I remember. How'd I do?
Okay,
Did I
Nick,
get 6 points?
What did you get? You did pretty good. I'm gonna say you got the Fiddler on the Roof, right? Look at
Yes.
that beautiful.
Yes.
Where am I? Yeah, I'm the fiddler, baby.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you were the fiddler. What great graphic design.
You got Jigsaw. Good
Yeah, yeah,
guess. Good.
Yeah.
From another episode of the podcast. You got Caitlin, the name, and you got the spelling correct.
Who's Caitlin?
I don't know. It's just a name that is spelled weird every time.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I
got
forgot
your
what.
banana
Okay,
hammock.
you got the banana, which has broken because of all the tape, but it was a heart.
Sure.
You're right, in the shape
Right.
of a heart.
Thok.
bananas.
There was Thok.
Here he is, Battle
Doc
Beast
from
over
it.
here. Good
Battle
job.
Beast is also what you could call him if you want to be a pleb about it. Yeah.
I think is that all you got? What else you had? think that's
Whatever
all you
else
got,
you're
right?
holding, I got that one too. Yeah.
Yeah. I have like
yeah, I had
three
one
more
more
things
thing.
I'm
Do you
holding.
not- I had one more thing. If you don't remember, that's on you, not on me.
Okay. I'm gonna say you got this one.
I never saw that in my life. You were covering that. I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen that picture in my life. That was not on the camera.
Did you get this
This is
one? Number 17 that was just there?
Can I be honest? That one was there. I did miss that one. I 100% missed that one. I 100% missed that. You know why?
Okay.
Because it was the same color as Caitlyn. It confused me.
I get that.
What was the last thing that I
There was
missed?
this state.
Oklahoma!
Nice. And one more
that's
thing.
The Moulin Rouge.
There-
More?
There's just
I don't know.
Salem.
Oh, Salem. I did see Salem.
My
Fuck.
son! My son!
my
How
God.
can you forget my son, my
I
beautiful
did forget
boy?
Salem. I'm sorry. Fuck.
Wow, he is
Whatever. I
offended.
did pretty good.
Next time you come
How many-
over and you try to scratch him, watch him scratch your back.
I have a feeling that's not going to
Nick,
happen.
I'm gonna say you did pretty good. You had all episodes to look, and you were suspicious immediately, which I'm gonna reward. So I'm gonna give you 3 points for that. You have 3 points.
Okay.
Good job.
How many points do I need? What am I fighting for? A gold statue of you?
You get a gold statue of something that I will mail to your house later, and I expect to be in the background.
Prominently displayed forevermore on my
Yeah.
backdrop.
That's what I want.
Okay.
That's all I
Great.
want.
Okay. What's the next task?
Okay, your next task, Nick. Are you ready?
Yes.
Next task: drop an egg from the greatest height without it breaking.
I have to go get an egg.
Go get an egg. I'll start the timer when you come back.
I'm getting an egg.
Nick is getting an egg. I am filling for time while he gets an egg. Here's my musical song about an egg. Eggs are round. Yeah. Eggs are off white. Yeah. Other egg facts. I could do the. Okay, I'll do the Taskmaster theme.
You know why this is upsetting? This is upsetting because if I fuck up, I gotta clean up a fucking egg.
I know, and that's why it's funny to me.
Can you hear it?
How is that? Does that mean the egg is not fresh?
What were you doing for? No, it is fresh. What were you doing while I left? Why is the chat blow it up?
I did an egg musical, and I did the Taskmaster theme song.
Okay, here's the egg. There.
That's the
my
greatest
start.
height. Hold on. Wait,
No, that's
I'm
my
starting.
that's my start.
Okay. I'm doing timer. Timer's up on the screen right now. 2 minutes. Drop the egg from the greatest height. I don't know. Narrate what you're doing. Nick is contemplating right now as he wonders. He thinks how fragile this egg is. What is the greatest height? What can he possibly drop the egg off of?
Jesus Christ. I very easily could just go up to the ceiling and drop it in my bed. That's about like 8 feet. So I guess let me do that.
But will it break all over your bed?
No, it won't. All right.
Or not.
Ceiling. It's dropping from the ceiling.
From the ceiling.
Okay. Drop.
It dropped?
It happened.
It was safe?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't move my camera.
Okay,
I don't know what you want me to do.
I'll give you 8 feet. I'll give you 8 feet.
Hold on.
Nick, 8 feet.
All right, let's see if I can just...
Oh, wow.
Can you see the egg?
Secret.
Can you see it?
More. Yeah, I see it, bed. I see it.
Okay, here's me stepping on the bed.
Nice. Okay, stepping up.
Here it is. To the top of the ceiling.
This is
and
pretty
drop
good.
On the bed. Okay.
Nice.
That's 8
Not
feet.
bad.
That is all I could do from the proximity of the pod.
Honestly, that was more entertaining than I thought it would be.
Oh. Honestly, if I could fucking destroy shit, I would destroy shit right fucking now. And like, you know what I would do? I would go to we got 10 something. I would go to I would make Alex Horn go to the bottom of the fire escape and toss it to him. No, I don't trust him. I would tell Alex Horn to toss it to me, and I would stand in the bottom. I have great reflexes.
You would just catch it?
Yeah, I could catch an egg. You can't catch an egg?
I could catch an egg, but not without it splatting from that great of a distance.
Nah, it's all about momentum.
I feel like depending on the time, I would have hard-boiled the egg and then thrown it. I think that would have been my...
How long does it take to hard-boil an egg?
15 minutes?
You gave me 2.
You could have done it.
What am I supposed to do with this egg now?
Put it back in the fridge. Ugh, gross. That's disgusting. That is very disgusting.
Dropped from the greatest distance. Safely dropped.
Someone... So hold on. I'm going to shout out Wayne, one of Matthew's friends. Very good dude. Love the guy. He's watching and he sent me a meme about and it's from the Divorce movie. What was that called? Was it called The Divorce on Netflix with Kylo Ren and Black Widow?
Marriage Story.
Yeah, it says every day and then it's crossed out. Every day I have tasks. Him punching the wall and then crying. Very good meme. Honestly, thank you very much. We should have a meme Discord later for people to send us memes.
Time's up, Nick. If I had a way to follow the camera with me, I would have put this in my pocket and explained that I was just going to drop it really, really slowly and ran down the stairs of my apartment because that's 4 floors. Would you have counted that? That's what I would have done.
You're dropping. Your descent is the dropping?
Yeah. You didn't say how fast.
That's true?
Yeah.
But is the egg dropping? Or is the egg just staying in your pocket?
It's dropping.
I don't know. I would argue that
Marcus, let me ask you a question. If I sit in first class in a plane, am I not flying?
No.
No, shut up.
The plane is
very
flying.
Clearly flying.
You're not flying. You're sitting. The plane is flying.
No, I am flying. Did I just do the plane is flying. Episode of my analogy. My analogy made me lose. Okay. Oh, whatever. Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the next one, Nick?
How many points do I get for my 8 feet?
I'm gonna give you 4 points. Granted, with what you had to work with, that was pretty good.
I have no arguments. 4 points is a lot of points.
It ended up being more entertaining than I thought.
You know why? I'm fucking annoyed now. Now I fucking care about these fucking points just like these fuckers do on Taskmaster.
Baby, I made you care about the points. Okay, Nick, are you ready for the next one?
No. Yes. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Nick, your next challenge is build the tallest tower using items in your room. So it has to get any points, it has to at least, with the camera where it is now, at least come into frame of the camera. I'm gonna start your timer now. Hold on. Wait, it didn't start. Hold on. Switch. There you go. Timer starting now. What's it on? You gotta. Okay. Oh, chair. That is an item in your room.
Hey, fuck.
Yeah, you fuck. Oh, nice. Look at it can't fall within the time limit. It can fall afterwards though. Wow. I want to see if you get it to the ceiling, you're going to have to tilt the camera because I do want to see if you could get it to the ceiling. I'm very curious.
Give me a time update.
You're at 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Okay. I can get it to the ceiling.
Look at that butt shot, guys. Just everyone really appreciate the dunk. Oh, it's leading. Oh my god. Okay, it's got that mean lean right now. It looks very scary. It's looking like it's taller than you now. Oh, it's leaning the other way. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit. It's standing. It's standing.
How much time
You
do I
have
got?
45 seconds left. 45
Okay.
seconds. What do you have? This is going pretty well.
Give me updates.
30 seconds left. 30 seconds left.
Whoa.
Oh my God, it's wobbling. It is wobbling. 20 seconds left. We're almost at the 10-second mark. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time is up. Wow. Holy shit. Whoa. Fuck yeah. That is actually impressive. That is very impressive. Guys, if you are listening at home without visuals, I urge you to go onto our socials, find our Twitch, watch it on Twitch, watch it on YouTube. That was good shit. That was very good shit.
You know how
Nice,
I
nice,
set up
nice.
my camera and shit? You know how like the painstaking care in my background and my camera that I put?
Uh-huh.
I hate everything about this.
Uh-huh. I'm so sorry. You're doing great.
Actually,
Honestly?
I kind of like how high it is. No, that's too high. Okay, sorry. All right. Honestly,
Nick,
what?
I'm going to say this. That was very good. I'm genuinely
Nice. impressed.
The chat is genuinely impressed. Our viewer
Nice.
count shot up by like 5 people.
Woo.
You did good.
If you give me like 1 more minute, if you had it at 3 minutes, I could have got to the ceiling. They got 5 minutes.
You think
on the
so?
episode.
You could have gotten to the ceilings?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, you know what, Nick? We don't have
I
the
don't need my-
luxury, okay, of high quality British all access TV, okay?
Sure. My hand
We don't
focus.
have that.
Okay. What? How many points I get?
Nick, I was proud. I was proud of you. That's a 5-pointer right there.
Yeah, that means I'm at 12 points. Nice.
That's a 5-pointer.
I'll eat the egg.
That was
I'll eat
very
the egg
good.
for an extra point.
You're gonna eat the egg raw for an extra point?
What
I
can you give me
would
for raw egg?
give you a point to see you eat the raw egg.
What if I just eat the yolk? What if I crack it in my mouth and eat it?
I would still give you a point.
Just 1 point?
I'll give you 1 point if you crack. That's what you said. You said 1 point if you eat the egg.
I don't know how to crack it in my mouth without making a mess.
Well, now you sound like a coward.
What if I crack it into a cup and then drink it?
It has to be a glass.
Oh, sure. I
So
got a
we can
glass.
see it. Okay. If you
All right,
crack
let me
the egg into the glass and drink it, I'll give you a point.
I'm cleaning
putting
the glass
water
and it's
into it?
dirty. It's
Oh,
dirty.
you're cleaning
Cup's
it.
dirty.
Okay. God,
This
is
is
that one
my-
of those ancient McDonald's cups?
Yeah.
With like the Riddler etched into it?
This one has Robin.
Aren't those poisoned? Didn't they say like you shouldn't drink out of those because they're poisoned?
This is my Robin Cook cup from 1996.
Wow, I'm impressed.
you ready?
Oh God, no! Why
You
are
ready?
you doing this?
For the extra point!
Oh my God! Look who cares so much about points now.
Because
Go
I got
ahead,
8
do it.
feet when I
Do
dropped
it.
it, but it's about to drop this much more.
We all want to see you eat this raw egg.
Hold on,
Do
I
it,
just bought this mouse pad. Let me move this mouse pad.
Shove that yolk in your mouth.
Okay.
You
ready?
dirty, dirty boy.
Hold on,
Yeah.
let me put this mic next to it. So, okay. Can I do this one hand? I'm gonna try. Oops.
Ooh, pretty good. Hey, you know what? If the new Twitch meta is girls shoving microphones down their throats, we can drink raw eggs on cam.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what my biggest regret is?
Yeah.
This glass is very dirty.
Ah! That was gross. That was gross. That was
Honestly,
disgusting.
not that
How
bad.
was that? Not bad?
Yeah, this is fine. I did it really quick. It was completely fine. Let me just
Pretty
wipe
good.
up the extra yolk that fell.
Wow, Nick, you get an extra point for that. That was good.
Just one?
Yeah, you want that extra point real bad.
Okay.
Only one was on the table and you still did it.
Okay. I'm at 13 points.
13 points. Okay, Nick. You didn't.
Oh, can I be honest? Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Now it's not sitting well. Now it feels weird. Now I don't feel well. Now I feel like I've done something wrong. Now my body is telling me like, what have you done? What's happening? Hold on.
Are we gonna? We're gonna get updates throughout the. Is the bin nearby? Oh no. Guys, you're about to see
Why?
someone puke live on the podcast.
Why do I feel weird? Okay.
It might be the
What's the
poison.
next test? I need a
Okay.
focus. I need a
Okay. The next task is using the items of the tower, create the best portrait of the Taskmaster. This one might be hard.
I get Hold on, I can only use things that I put on the tower?
Yes, you can only use things that you put on the tower to make a picture of me or Greg Davies.
Okay.
And then I want you can snap a picture of it with your phone.
Am I being
Oh shit, you're going? Oh my god. Hold on. You're getting okay. You can keep going. 2 minutes on the clock now. Nick is creating a masterpiece. We can only see the corner of his ass, but god damn it, is it a glorious one. Oh, now we got both cheeks. If you look at Nick's room, you can notice that there's this Google Stadia controller on the wall. For those of you who don't know, Google Stadia is for poor people who can't afford good consoles.
That's not true. You're just mad I got mine for free. Yours never came.
Yeah, it's true. 100%. Nick's right. I'm butthurt because we both applied to get free Google Stadias and he got his and mine got sent back because it was undeliverable, even though no other package ever has been undeliverable to my address. Do you have 2 Google Stadia controllers? Or no, the other one's an Xbox controller.
One's an Xbox. I have an Xbox, a PlayStation 4 that my friends got me.
You have 1 minute left. Wow, it must be great friends to get you a PlayStation 4. That's amazing.
Honestly, truly, I'm blessed. Everyone else reached out.
Nick is talking about the PS4. Joseph and I teamed up to get him a PS4 so we could play Overwatch. And we played a few games of Overwatch. And we haven't really played much because we've all been too busy. That's an update on Overwatch. Nick, this is good stuff. How's it going? You have 30 seconds left. I'm 29. 28. Are you doing good? I think so. Are you impressed with yourself?
Yeah, you keep counting.
Okay. You have 20 seconds left. I'll do the Taskmaster theme song for 10 seconds. It might be too pitch perfect. It might get canceled. 7 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, should I
send it to me on Facebook?
If I send it to you on Facebook, can you put it on the stream?
On Facebook. Yes, I can.
Can you put it on your camera? Okay.
And then we're gonna review it together.
Okay, I sent it to you on Facebook.
Nick is sending it to me on Facebook. Nick, how do you feel about that task?
I think I crushed it. Marcus.
You think you crushed it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's figure out if we can get this on the stream going over here. Okay, we're gonna go
guys,
here.
While Marcus is doing that, Marcus, do that silently because I have a headache. I don't feel good. Wow, it's all hitting me at once.
Oh no!
I don't know what it was, but it was probably the egg. Can you make it a little bigger?
See it? Yeah, I can make it much bigger. Let's go. Okay, let's get you out of there. Wow, I'm putting it over your face. I'm sorry. Wow, it looks like I have a new, very handsome co-host.
No, that's
I'm just gonna replace. No, I know it's me. I'm the handsome co-host. This is
you're
just very good. Here, let me replace myself, and I'll just talk from behind this image.
You notice how I got your hair color in there too? Yeah.
I want a review. I want you to kind of like describe it and how it looks like me, how you think it looks like me.
Well, your hand is up to your side, like you're like listening on a headphone, right? And you got your blonde hair up there under your bushy dark eyebrows with your orange eyes and your orange nose.
Famously, my eyes are orange, and so is my nose.
Yeah. Ironically, the Dragon Balls that are your eyes and nose, Joseph got me, and the wavelength game that's the bottom of the chin, you and Joseph got me.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I see my smile. This is very good. Genuinely, I'm impressed, and you did a good job. Congratulations.
Did better than I thought. Thank God there were Dragon Balls in there.
That was good. That was very good.
Yeah,
okay, Nick. Last challenge. Are you
ready?
Well,
how many points?
Oh, you know what? That was 5 points because I thought it was gonna look a lot worse. And since you had to use things that you used for the tower, I was like, "There's no way this is gonna be good." That was pretty good. You got my hair, you got eyes, and you got a nose.
Marcus, can I get an extra point? I don't feel well. I think it was the egg.
Well, okay.
Shit.
How about this? If you do well on the next one, you can get 6 points.
Okay.
Especially since you're feeling sick.
Can I be honest? I would very much usually play it up for the show, but I'm really not. I don't feel well.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. You should drink some water.
No one made you drink that egg except this. I'm out of water. I used the rest to clean the cup.
Oh god. That is
no one
true.
made me drink the egg dash on for 2. The game did. Have you never seen Taskmaster? God, some people.
They never give extra points for things they decide to do. But
You
we
can
changed the
negotiate
rules
more
here.
for points.
We changed the rules here.
You
5.
negotiate for points. Sometimes
Are
it
you
works.
ready? This says silently, but I'm gonna
On our podcast?
Exactly. I'm gonna say asterisk. Don't do this silently, but stylishly recreate a famous movie scene. And if someone from the chat gets it right, you get 5 points. But because we added a bonus point for you feeling sick, 6 points. You just can't say any lines from the movie. You can scream, you can moan, you can do whatever. But you just can't say any lines from the movie.
Famous scene from a movie.
Huh?
Famous scene from a movie. Famous scene.
I'm gonna start
Okay.
a timer. Are you ready?
Sure.
Starting the timer now.
Okay.
2 minutes. What is Nick going to possibly set up? You know, famous scene from a movie. It could be any movie, but it does have to be a famous one. So let's see what Nick thinks a famous movie is. Will he go with something that no one else knows? Will he go, oh, I see suspenders being put on. What does that mean? Maybe he's going for a Mice and Men kind of thing. Maybe he's going for a sexy firefighter. Who knows? But I see the suspenders coming on, and
What's
I
my
am
time? What's my time?
liking the look. 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
It's something old timey. I see him. He's messing around. He's got props. Nick is an improv actor. He's used to having to grab things on the fly and act out scenes. He's got 1 minute left. Oh my God. He's got a spear in hand. Is this you acting it out?
No.
Okay.
Need it this high. What's that high?
Oh man. I am impressed. Dang, dang, diggity, dang, a dang. Wow.
Do I win because the chat got it?
The chat got it. You get the point. And you did it within the time frame set. That was very good. I'm gonna applaud that.
This is from my
That was
closet.
fantastic.
All my clothes are on the floor now.
Oh, the pipe was your closet, or it was from your closet?
It was from my closet. It's for the clothes.
You know what? I would say that was worth it. You get 6 points.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Good
24
job.
points for me, baby. And
Good job.
I've opened up my Rose Funko for the first time, and she's very pretty.
That was quick thinking, man.
I needed to pick a famous movie that almost everybody knew.
I
say
think
yeah
we
for
need
the
to
rest of the
be
pod.
actually on Taskmaster. You know, I feel like I'm seeing
we're
your
gonna fucking
skill.
crush
I'm seeing your
Taskmaster.
talent. You crushed every challenge given to you. This was our audition tape. Speaking of auditions, this was it, guys. We're looking at you, Taskmaster. Taskmaster, Alex Horn, Greg
Ooh.
Davies. Let's fucking go. Invite us
They
on the
should
show.
do-
We'll wreck everybody.
They should do a Taskmaster duet. Bring us both on as a team. We would crush it.
Taskmaster teams. Let's go.
Yes, Taskmaster teams. Taskmaster teams.
Or
my
you know what?
God.
Restart Taskmaster America.
Ooh, can we host it?
We'll be on. We'll host it. We'll be on it. We can figure it out.
I'll do both.
Let's fucking kick ass.
Actually, just give me the show. It'll just be me.
They have Taskmaster New Zealand, which is I've watched a couple of clips from, and it
They
seems
got a bunch.
wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has a different vibe. Like everyone there is crazy.
Everyone in New Zealand is crazy.
That makes sense.
Woo! All right. So I
good
don't
job.
feel well, but I got 24
Oh
points.
no.
23 would not have won me the game.
Oh, you won. You won the game, and you're gonna get a statue. You're gonna get a trophy that's gonna be delivered to your
Can I
house.
eat a raw egg?
Everyone eats raw eggs all the time.
While it's generally safe to consume raw eggs, there are very few reasons to do so. Raw eggs
Except when
typically
you are
contain
gonna
the
get a
same
point.
benefits as cooked, but they don't aid nutrient absorption quite as well.
Okay.
Well, okay.
You're not gonna get that good protein, but you're also, you know what, not gonna get that cholesterol.
The inside
You
of
know
an
what I
egg
mean?
that appears normal can contain a germ called salmonella.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay, well,
Well,
here's-
you know, if you die of
here's where we go.
salmonella poisoning, this is gonna get a lot of views. We'll be able to pay for your funeral.
if I have salmonella, I have diarrhea, vomiting, fever, and abdominal cramps for 4 to 7 days.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, worth it. Marcus!
Yes. Okay. That was good. That was fun. I had a good time. That was very
I'm
entertaining.
glad you did.
I thought you did a good job.
My room's a mess and my stomach hurts.
That's how every podcast should end. right? Your room should be a mess and your stomach should hurt. That means we recorded a good episode.
I can't be mad. I still feel like I'm getting off easy. I still feel like the payback for our Jigsaw episode's coming full force eventually someday. Like,
I mean,
like you still owe me.
Like in terms of getting you back.
Yes,
that's fine. I mean, you chose to eat the raw egg, so that doesn't even count towards.
No, that was a part of the game. It was very clearly, everyone saw it. It was a part of the game. You coerced me. You pressured me into it. You're like, Nick, the point's the most important thing. If you don't win, you're not on the podcast anymore. You'll have no more friends.
Oh my God. I did not coerce you. We're going to play that back at some point, and you're going to see that you did not get coerced.
I can make more Taskmaster memes for you. As long as they involve me eating this raw eggs, go ahead and make some more memes. Because that was necessary.
Yeah. As long as it's about us specifically, then thank you. Yes, more Taskmaster memes, please.
Okay, so Taskmaster Series 7 was the next one we watched. And at this point, I will say that whilst I still didn't 100% get the joke, I understood it a little better. And I actually thought the Series 7 people were a little funnier too.
Okay, I get that. I think Series 7 is probably their most popular series.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually thought they were a good mix. I thought that their play against each other and the archetypes they had of the different people in that episode I saw were really good. Because you have the lanky redheaded guy, the prettier tall woman, the shorter funnier woman, the guy who wore Bruce Lee pajamas, and then like an old rustic white guy. It was like a very different.
Your descriptions of them.
Well, how would you have described them?
No, that's right. I mean, Phil Wang. I forgot the rest of their names. James Acaster. Oh, God.
Yeah, I make it a point. Most people, myself included, have a bad habit of racially identifying everybody that's not white.
Yeah.
So I try to go out of my way to only racially identify the white people.
I get that. Rod Gilbert was the older guy.
The old white guy.
The old white guy. Carrie.
Then there was the young white guy. The younger white girl. The older white girl, and then Phil Wang.
Yep.
Yes.
But honestly, I thought Stewart. It says Rod Gilbert on here, so you're wrong.
And their first, what was their? Remind me, what was their Bring It In challenge? It was something you want to take home.
Oh, it might have been. Let me look up series. What was it? 7?
You know, if there is a Taskmaster.
I don't know what it was, but it was, I guess something that you want to take home. That makes sense.
Something like that. But then I will say that already, now that I understood the show, I still wasn't like fully in, but I thought all of the tasks on this episode were solid.
Yeah.
The first task was... What was the first task? The first task was the quick change.
Yes, the quick change task.
I think this episode showed me... I think this episode encapsulated what the show's supposed to be. So, like, one or two of them did it just really well. One of them did it subpar, and that was funny. And one of the two of them did it in an interesting way, and that's why it was funny, right? So, the skinny white guy, he did a quick change by putting an outfit on his front and his back, and then taking them off for a third change. And he, like, narrated it like a stand-up special. It was very funny. Then you got the taller white woman. And she like legitimately did a quick change with one of those like
it was very
Broadway
impressive.
Like things, and it looked great. And then the shorter, older white lady, she was really great because I don't know if she got like the crew to help, but she had it rip away,
to
show what she's wearing. And honestly, that looked really impressive.
Yeah.
And then
Rod Gilbert.
He took off Alex's panties.
Is wild. He is a crazy person, and he makes the series like very entertaining to watch. I mean, they all do. They're all very good. It's a good group.
Sure.
But
he
is fucking crazy.
That was wild. And you know why it was wild? It was just full blown commitment to it, right? Like that's what I appreciate. I don't know if maybe it was just the episode I watched, but the other one, it just didn't feel like they like leaned into the ridiculous or the funny enough for me. So I was just like sitting there like for the dummies, and it was like, oh, I'm going to try this other thing. It didn't feel like it was like all the way there. But Rod was like, I know this is dumb. I know this isn't what they meant, but I will die on this cross if this is what they meant. And this is what I'm going to fucking do. And I'm going to take off Alex's underwear, and he's going to take off my bra.
Yes. And you see his ass. His dick is in the wind, but he's covering it, so you don't actually see that part of it. But
I feel like you see it a little.
You see it a little bit. It's just genuinely out there. And it's wild that they did that. That commitment to the bit is just So beautiful.
And I think this episode really did the nice gambit, because then Wang literally did not do it. He just did not do it great. He took 1 minute to put on a poncho. It made no sense. It was not what they meant. He did not get it.
No.
He did not accomplish it. And that was very funny. But I felt on his side. I felt endearing.
Yeah. He's
so
a good person like that. I feel like he fucks up the task a lot, but you're like, they're funny. You know, it's still funny to watch.
Yeah, and then there's 2 more tasks in this episode. The first one being the tower, which I think might have been inspiration from you. For you, how would you have completed that task? You have 20 minutes.
Correctly,
you have 20 minutes. You have 5 minutes once the first box is built. You have 5 minutes from there. Tallest tower. You have a stack of like 20 cardboard boxes in a forest.
Yeah,
and some tape.
I think I would have. If you keep them open, then you've never built a box, right? Doesn't one of them keep them open and then he fucks up or something like that?
A couple of them keep it like open on both sides, but then Wang keeps it open on one side. And he's like, I never opened the box. And Alex was like, well, an open box is still a box. And he's like, no. He's like, if you're in a car and the door's open, that's not a car. And Alex is like, I think it is. So that's what happened there.
I think I would have ended up doing the Phil Wang thing or something, or building the box along the things. If I'm being honest with myself, I think I would have tried to play the game that way and then fuck up.
That's fair.
Do you have a way you would have done this task?
That's super fair. I don't know. Gosh, I don't know. I was super fucking impressed with Rod, because he really did like build a really tall tower.
Yeah, he built a tall tower that actually stood up.
He legitimately like really did it. I don't know. I probably would have done in between somewhere. I just probably would have just built a pop.
Yeah,
I would have tried to think of something creative, panicked, and then just built a tower.
I agree. That's about where I am too. Yeah,
I would have took 5 minutes though. I would have took 5 minutes to sit there and think about it before I did anything.
And then the next task was gets the circumference of the caravan using beans.
This was my favorite. This is my favorite because oh my god, it was just the gambit. I don't know if Wang is like on purpose throwing this shit and being so dumb, and if he is, he's like killing it at being sincere, because it doesn't seem like he's. But so they go one by one, and then the first 2 people do a similar thing where, well, skinny white guy literally like starts putting beans on the building and then measures that and then keeps going, and then homegirl did what I probably would have done. I was thinking, the first thing I thought, I was like, okay, I would see how many beans are my hand, and then my hands in the caravan. And she kind of did a similar thing, and she did this. And I was like, yeah, that's about what I would have done. Smart. And then fucking Rod was like, well, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go in the house and get a tape measure. And he fucking calculator. And he went and got a calculator.
Yeah.
And he like gave like a real accurate like fucking summation. And it seemed like he was about to crush. And then Alex was like, actually, I got the medium of 78 beans. It's a meter. So a bean is actually 1.3, not 1 like you thought. Yeah. He's like, but the one that I measured, it looked average to me. It's like, it wasn't.
Yeah, and then they talk about like how it was full of juice or something like that versus dried beans. Yeah.
And then Phil Wang literally took the can and started going like this around the caravan. And he went all around about 1/4, and he was like, all right, well, that's the whole can. So, and he looked at Alex and like dead ass was just like, it's 4 cans. And Alex was like, no, the question was how many beans? And then Alex was like, or Phil was like, how many beans in a can? And Alex was like, how many beans in a can? He's like, I was scared you were going to ask me that. And he's just looking at the ground. And then he was like, I don't know, 500 beans. And he got kind of close.
I love that he was pretty close, even though he just fucking threw the challenge entirely.
Yeah. And that was the episode. So by the end of this episode, I still don't love the show.
Okay.
I still like don't 100% get it. But the people on that episode were entertaining.
Yeah.
I did like it. I really liked the task on that episode, and I feel like this was closer to my sensibilities of comedians for whatever reason, just luck-wise, you know? Like, there are some British comedians that I really love. Like, I was looking on other episodes, and, like, Noel from Great British Bake Off, love that guy. Every time he's on the big quiz show, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Love that. I love when he's on there. I love the other girl that's from there. The girl from our other episode when we did My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Yeah.
She's on there.
Oh,
on one of the episodes. Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, wow, I love her. So I think it was just look at the draw, the ones you picked. And then we got to series 5, episode 8.
Yes.
And at this point, I just accepted that I wasn't going to like the show.
Fair enough.
The first challenge was something you'd be embarrassed on a train, I think.
Yeah. Something you've have a hard time taking home.
Yeah. So somebody brought a cardboard cutout of themselves. Somebody brought a wok full of curry.
Yeah.
And then somebody brought in a full bathroom set.
A toilet, a bathtub, and a sink.
Yeah. And honestly, that was pretty fun.
It was good because he was like, I had to bring it in, and I had a hard time bringing it in, so I know exactly how awkward it is to bring it home.
Yeah, and I think that was the first beginning part that I liked. I don't know, it seemed funnier to me. And then the first task was the coconut task. So the task was
throw the coconut or get the coconut the furthest distance
from the house.
From the house.
And it was you can touch the ground. You can't touch the ground, and once you touch something, you can't touch it again.
Yeah.
So, like, once you got off the mat, you couldn't go back on the mat.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. As soon as he said that, I was like, oh, so I got to play lava, and I would have started climbing furniture.
Yeah,
but the fucking old man on the fucking TV show, turned to Alex, dead faced, right away and said, "Can I have a ream of paper?" And I was like, "What?" And he took that ream of paper and just one by one gave himself footsteps all the way to the front gate. And I was like, genius. This man is a genius. And they showed him first. So I was like, what the fuck is everyone else going to do? Because then he fucked up and he threw it at a tree and it bounced back at him. Wild.
It was good.
Wild mistake.
It was good. Also, that guy is funny. I mean, maybe it's just the American thing. Maybe they understand his accent better over there. But a lot of times, I genuinely don't know what the fuck he's saying. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, all right." And you're like, yeah. Me too, buddy.
Yeah, honestly, I found him funny. And then the girl was also super funny in this episode. She threw pillows on her way, similar to the old guy, and then started taking off her pants and clothes to get a little farther and a little farther, and then rolled it away, did okay. And then homeboy, one of the younger, the guy with the beard, Nesh, I think? Something like that?
Yeah.
Nish. He fucked up right away. He fucked up, like, right away. He was like,
his fuck up was hilarious.
His fuck up was right away. It was so bad.
And then he also, as soon as he got in, like he makes it to the door and he throws the coconut and it just like drops, just straight down drops at his feet. He could have picked it up and thrown it again because he didn't move his feet. He could have gotten a greater distance. Nope.
And then there was the guy that looks like, I don't know, like Beck or something. Some like fucking indie rock fucking Ben Folds looking
exactly
motherfucker. British Ben Folds, yes. He literally gets a grip, or the sound guy, to piggyback him all the way to the fucking river. And I was like, you fucker. And he did it. The grip did it. He took him all the way to the river.
A good distance.
And I was like, genius. And then the river's going to fucking carry it away. Wow. And then he got off the sound guy's back and touched the ground. The fucking sound guy took him all the way over there, and then he fucked up by getting on the ground immediately.
I absolutely loved that shit. It was so wonderful. Big brain move. Awesome.
It's wild.
Fantastic. And then just to fuck it up at the end.
Yeah. And then homegirl, she just asked Alex to mail to Fiji.
Genius. Yeah. So I forgot her name.
It's either Sally Phillips or Aisling B.
I'm going to say it's just Sally Phillips.
It is Sally Phillips, yeah.
So Sally Phillips goes and she just asks him to mail it for her. But you can't mail a coconut. So he makes it to the post office, but that still ends up winning the challenge and being the greatest distance that they got the coconut.
Do you think he went to the post office, or it was a joke?
I think so. I think he seems like the kind of guy that legitimately would do the task.
Yeah, he's the executive producer of the show, right? He's like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And then, so that was great. She won that one. And then after that was the graphs. They got to the beach and they had to make graphs.
Yes.
That was funny. That was legitimately funny. You know, like it was good prop work, good prop humor. I didn't get the graphs 100% because some of them were very British specific.
Yeah, I will say that as an American watching the show, there are a couple of things where it's like, I don't know that reference. I don't know that joke. Yeah. But for me, it's still very watchable. Tasks are funny. People are good.
And then we get to the last task of this episode before the live task. And I loved this task so much. I love this task so much. So they brought in a stranger. Yes. They brought in a stranger. And they have 2 minutes to ask the stranger questions. and then they need to make up a song.
Yes,
And the questions are ridiculous, and it's silly, and that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But then a homeboy, fucking British Ben Folds and Nish come in with a guitar and a drum set out of nowhere and play like a real fucking sweet ass song.
It was a good song.
It was a good song.
It was just a good ass
just
song.
a good song.
Yeah. I was so impressed. I did not expect that to come out of them.
No. I was just like, wow. My favorite part was when British Ben Folds is like, and the girl was in the audience and she didn't react at all.
Everyone else, Greg Davies, Alex Horn, everyone else was just so impressed with the song. But also we could talk about the other group real quick because they straight up like were mean in their song about her to her face, singing it to her.
Yeah,
it was very funny.
Which I appreciate the commitment too. And I honestly, Greg Davies, most of his humor for me, it felt like, I don't know, that job's hard. Hosting a job like that, show like that's hard. You know, the humor is like, I feel like sometimes he was okay. He had this Graham Norton thing going on, you know, we were just kind of like ridiculous humor kind of thing. But he did make a joke where he explained what the questions the old guy was. And that was very funny. Because the old guy was like, do we hit her? And then it was like, what was it? It was something ridiculous. Like, have you ever stolen anything before? And like, that's the only questions he asked. Everyone else asked about her life, about her dreams, about her hopes, about her family. And he was like, have you ever stolen anything before?
I feel like Greg Davies does a good job. I feel like he has to take notes and be observant about things going on, which is very difficult to do.
Yeah, on the spot, right? Like he's got the hardest, one of the harder jobs. Yeah. The rest of the show is hidden behind edits, right? Like even the comedians, like
exactly.
They're giving a million jokes every step of the way, and you know the producers are cherry picking the good ones. Greg Davies is like there on stage with them in the moment, so he's got to land it every time. So he does a good job. He's a good host.
Yeah.
Then the end of this episode is just them trying to get an egg through a basket, and it was very funny because they all failed immediately.
Yep. It was pretty embarrassing.
And that's the series.
That's Taskmaster, baby. Woo! You know what, Nick? Whether you liked it or not, I'm gonna say before we get to the end and wrap up, I really appreciate you watching it. I feel like the show has been a great stress reliever. Darren and I watch it pretty much every night. We watch an episode before bed. Even if it's the only like relaxing thing we do, we just take the like 45 minutes to sit down and watch it, or lay down in bed and watch it. And it's been a great distraction from everything going on in our lives.
Rituals are important.
I'm glad you were able to watch it and check it out.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay, Nick.
Yeah.
Well, I have some questions for you.
Sure.
Question one. Did you like the show?
Why are you speaking like the king's men? Like a king's jester?
I am the question master.
What was the question?
Okay. Did you like the show?
No.
Oh no!
But
what?
Hold on.
Okay.
But
okay.
I didn't hate the show. I hated it when I started it, very clearly. I did not like anything about it when I started it. Now by the end, I'm sitting here. I walked away watching the last episode. I was like, well, I'm never going to watch this shit again. But now talking about it, I was like, I know I did like that moment. I did like that game. I did like that moment. I wonder what other tasks they would do. I kind of want to see what other tasks they do. Oh my God, did I like the show? I didn't like the show though. So honestly, the answer to your question is I don't know.
Okay.
It's not a cop-out. I legitimately don't know whether or not I like this show.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take it. I'll take it as a W. Nick, are you going to continue watching the show? A more important question.
I
think you should.
There's been tasks that we've done. There's been challenges we've done before where I've been way more excited about it, and I said I would watch more or do more, and I haven't. I haven't been this lukewarm. I've either hated or loved. I either hate or love everything you hate or love, right? Like, I think that's kind of the most important part of our friendships. So the things that we both love, we both like fucking love. Like we share opinions about so many things, but then there's a couple things that both of us love that the other one we're just like, I hate that. I hate everything about that. I hate it. And you know, this is the first time where I felt lukewarm about something where I was like, I don't know. Here's the thing, because it's on YouTube, I've just watched 3 episodes and I've just scrubbed through those same 3 episodes again. The algorithm is going to offer me these up again. The real question is whether I'm going to click. I'm a YouTube boy.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know this. I watch YouTube. I am a premium subscriber. I have been paying for premium YouTube since it came out.
Hell yeah.
I love premium YouTube because I watch YouTube every single day of my life. Whether it be news, good mythical morning, Pokemon video, but YouTube is opened on my phone every single day for years.
There you go.
So if the algorithm puts it in my face enough, I don't know. I might click.
You can download an episode since you have YouTube Premium.
It's a great train. It might be a good train thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to really pay attention. If there's like a crazy guy who might stab you and you're kind of concerned, you can half watch Taskmaster, half watch the crazy guy.
Or if I'm being stabbed and I want a respite from the pain that I'm experiencing, maybe it'll be Taskmaster.
Put on some Taskmaster while you wait for the ambulance. Fuck yeah, let's go.
And you have one more question.
Nick, last question.
Best question.
Would you recommend the show?
I don't know, man. Anybody that likes British humor, 100%. Here's the thing. At the beginning of this show, something that I said was, this is just late night bits with people I don't care about because they're not American celebrities. Like, these are just bits that James Corden or Jimmy Fallon are doing on their shows. Like, that's what these are. Like, what is the difference? And now that I've seen it, I do see the difference. This difference is in the sincerity of it.
Good. I'm glad you got there.
Right. But people love that thing. And I would say this is probably a little better. Yeah. Except just with people they don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I don't like it, so I'm not going to rave about it. So that's not, usually that's how I recommend things, because I'm raving about it. But if someone asked me about the show, I'd be like, you should check it out. If somebody asked me, hey, I love British comedy shows and I need a new one, I'd be like, do I have the show for you?
Okay.
And that's my answer.
Okay. Well, Nick, you pointed something out to me the other day, but we are trending in the charts of Honduras, right?
Yep.
Which is why you
gave me a British comedy.
We are top 50 in the Honduras comedy podcast. This is our chance. This is our chance to get up there in the charts of the UK. Okay? So if you watch Taskmaster, if you listen to Taskmaster, and you want to let us know whether you like Taskmaster, whether you like this episode, or whether you think Nick is wrong and he's an idiot and he's uncultured, because thanks for Britain. I mean, you are cultured, obviously. Let us know. Nick, where can they let us know those things?
Well, hold on, because I don't want to forget our Honduras followers for these British ones. So just to our Honduras people, I want to say, gracias por ver, subscribe. Subscribe? Subscribe. Is it just subscribe in Spanish? It's spelled the same.
Yeah.
No, I spelled subscribe wrong. Hold on. Maybe it's not.
Okay. Try again.
Oh, it's subscribe.
Suscribe.
I can't read or write in Spanish. I can only speak it. Suscribe.
Okay. Suscribe.
Gracias por ver. Suscribe. That's specifically to Honduras.
Wow, Honduras.
Guys, every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can check us out at twitch.tv/NowTryThisCast. You can join our community at patreon.com/NowTryThisCast. If you have a question for us, you want to get at us on all socials at NowTryThisCast. And don't forget to leave us 5-star reviews on iTunes. We'll read them here live on the podcast.
Hell yeah. And next week, guys, we are doing a Patreon fan challenge. We don't know what it is yet. We'll figure it out this week. So if you want to vote, if you want to be a part of figuring out what that challenge is, or if you just want a sneak peek at the poll, you can join our Patreon and subscribe. Follow us, help give us money, help us out, vote for the challenges that we'll do. Right now, Bo Burnham's Inside is currently winning, but there are plenty of other things like Footloose on there and Sweet Tooth. And so if you want us to check things out, go there, support the podcast, and tell us what we'll do next.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night, guys. Go out there and try some things, baby. Woo, 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 woo.
Friends get together so they can try things. Yell about it, it's podcast so that you can try things. Now we will stop singing so that we can all now try this.
Close my eyes. Okay.
Yeah, close your eyes.
Okay, my eyes are closed.
Are your eyes closed?
I don't. Yeah, my eyes are closed.
I'm turning off my camera.
Can I open my eyes?
Yeah, you can open my eyes. Your eyes.
I can open your eyes?
You can open my eyes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it's the stream is just black. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, we're going back.
Perfect. Do I keep my eyes closed?
Thank you.
Oh, do I open my eyes?
No, open. Hey, we're back. Sorry. I had to set something up.
Okay,
Nick.
you need to set up the Discord again. I can't see you.
I need to set the Discord. Oh, so you can see my face. Look at that.
I
Discord's
can't.
back
Do
up.
not
Now
do
you can
this
see
to
my
me.
beautiful
Do not
face.
fucking do this to me. I'm so upset.
Do what? Do what?
Where'd the pictures go?
What pictures? I don't
Tell me
remember
the
there
fucking
being
time.
pictures.
Are you playing the theme song?
I
Can we
did play
go?
the theme song already.
Oh, I don't think you did. It didn't play
I
on
did.
the thing. It was
Oh,
just
I
went black.
watched it. That was the end of it. It's like 2 seconds.
No, like I didn't. It didn't.
Okay,
play
I'm gonna play it again. I'm
watching
play the game
stream.
timer again. You
Okay.
ready? Here, we're
Yeah, I'm
playing.
ready. I'm
Here,
ready.
everyone has to watch it again. Da, 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 da.
Oh, you play the sound. I didn't see the video. It's because you blacked out the video. That's what happened.
Okay.